What's going on? Y'all want to cook some meatballs with me? I gotta figure something out here real quick. No. I don't know what all these doohickeys do. So I'm going through. I'm gonna figure them out. There we go. Y'all ready for the storm? No. I don't know. We'll start with this one. I don't know. Is that a thing? I put it there? Can I put it there? Can I put it there? All right. I got all my stuff. And we're gonna start cooking. It's kind of dark over here. So I don't know if this is the best shot because I don't have an island to cook at. So, but we're gonna hang, and I got all my ingredients, and yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Is snowstorm one word? I don't know. Okay. I think that's it. Can you hear me now? All right. Okay, recipe. Hello. A normal guy like the rest. Oh, I bet you are. What's up? Hello, Cassandra. How's it going? You want to cook? I know my lighting's not the best, but it's what I got. We can cook some meatballs. Y'all up for it? Cool. Well, where's your family live? Because where I'm at, it's gonna be ice, 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 ice. And that is not something anyone's prepared for, I don't think. So, but yeah, storm is it's a coming. No, it's not. Snow's not gonna knock out the power. It'd be the ice. Look up the ice storm of maybe 2013 or 14 that hit. I had friends that lived in Augusta, Georgia at the time. Look up that. It was like super devastating. But my buddy didn't have power for 7 days. I think that's enough. Hello, totally not. some word I can't read. What's up? What's going on? Maureen, what's going on? Maureen, or Maureen? Is that how you say it? Just getting ready to cook some meatballs. I made them. Last week. I was like, oh, I'll stream. I'll cook meatballs. It'll be fun because I used to do it all the time in college, and it's just good times. But man, I got sick. I don't know. It was weird. I did not feel good, so I was like, I ain't gonna sit here and talk to folks online and cook if I'm feeling this bad. It was weird, you know. It's like a day or two. But now it's all good. You're not ready for the storm? Yeah. I don't know. I helped someone else get ready yesterday, and I realized, well, if the power's out, then I'm kind of screwed. Even though I have a wood burning stove, so I do have that, and it puts out a lot of heat. So if the power goes out, I have plenty of firewood. Man, this garlic's a little green. Hello, Pixel GT. What's going on? Are you ready for the snowpocalypse? See, I'm in the place where it could be snowpocalypse or it could be icepocalypse. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they were like, because where I'm at, if it hits with ice, it'll be pretty bad. We won't be able to go anywhere. And they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nothing. I'm just gonna drive around my Bronco and have a good snow day." I was like, okay. Yeah, you ain't getting anything in Palm Springs except that nice breeze and 70 degrees probably. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No school today? Or Monday, you think? I think a lot of places probably won't, in the Southeast will not have a Monday. Be my guess. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, we get snow probably every other year in a substantial amount. So whenever it goes bonkers, it's just like they just literally they just salt the bridges. That's about it. So people don't wind up killing themselves. Because a lot of our bridges are at the bottom of hills, and so we have a big problem with when it snows, some kid will get in his car and they'll go out for something and they'll wind up almost in the river because the roads don't get salted, but the bridges do. But the bridges are a lot of times at the bottom of like inclines, and so they wind up in the woods. And it's just like, I got a buddy that lives near the river, and he said you'll go out, you'll walk out to the entrance of his place, and there'd be freaking 4 or 5 cars like swerved off on the side of the road trying not to slide down into the river. Yeah, a foot of snow. I don't know. I don't know if we're getting any snow here. That's the problem. We get rain for 2 or 3 days, and then comes the ice. On another note, do y'all use garlic a lot? I got this garlic press last year. It's called the Gourmet Easy. It is exceptional. Like snow, yeah. I live in like nearly tropical area, so when it snows here, people lose their freaking minds. It's like you go to like, I don't know, I was in Pennsylvania a few years back, and it's like it's just like they're just like, oh, snow. Okay, great. Because it's probably like a like a ritual, as a kid. I gotta figure this out. Like as a kid, like, oh, Johnny's got to go out and shovel snow again for the 100th time. So you're like, yeah, it's like almost. But there's nothing. I don't know. Is there an equivalent? And yep, you asked me to play guitar the other night. Yep, I do remember you. Eva Bulo, 4KA. Stevie, what's up, man? Thanks for commenting on my shorts. They're a little sarcastic, so my shorts. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. I want to do ones that look professional and serious, and then I want to make ones that are kind of dry and whatever. Yeah, I think I got the guitar thing and the music stuff sorted out, and yeah. Thanks, Pixel GT. If you sub, post it or comment here, and I will shout you out while I cook. What are y'all up to on this dreary day? Well, it might not be dreary where you're at. It's dreary where I'm at. Oh, hello. You were here the other night. And you have a different name that I can't remember. What's good? Right now I got garlic, and that's it. I'm on step 1. So I think I'm gonna have to get cracking here. What are y'all up to? What's good with y'all? No, not right now. I'm gonna cook in the kitchen. That's what I do in the kitchen. Sorry, I realized my phone's tied up, so I got a way to send a message. So, yep. I'll play guitar later. So if you're just chilling, cleaning all day, I did that. I don't know. I did a few weeks of that prior to Christmas. I was like, I had to clean out my office and everything. Yep, I know you live in India. I do, because it looks like you have a sari on, right? In that picture, right? Is that a sari? All right, got that done. All right, next on my list, we gotta do some eggs here. Your mom's phone? Oh, okay. Well then, should you, yeah, okay, sorry, I gotta, no snowstorm? You'll have rainstorms where you're at? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, meatballs. Meatballs, pork, and beef this week because the lamb was a little expensive. I was like, I really want a little lamb in there, but steamed balls. I'm sure you do call it. Do you have a special machine for making your steamed balls? Okay. Oh. Breadcrumbs. Well, what are you talking about? Fighter jets and helicopters and planes. Okay. Man, these little things are the hardest things to keep track of. So is it like Patriotic Day? Y'all celebrate your national pride or whatever? Okay. Two tablespoons of olive oil. Yeah. Ooh, buddy, that's got a little kick to it. Olive oil at the end. Okay. Let's go into the cheese. Calls for no. This is like so I had a friend in college that his mom's family was Italian. And this is like a variation on what I remember from that recipe. Basically, I looked at like 5 different recipes, kind of picked all the things that I like. And have you watched Goodfellas all the way through? I don't know why. I guess I have like emotional problems. And so like the extremeness of their like anger and stuff in that movie just makes me like, whoo, buddy, like I cannot take it. It's like, gosh. It is 10:45 where I'm at. I'm on the East Coast of the United States. So I don't have Parmesan, so I just add cheddar and it works. How much? Third a cup is a lot of cheese. It is AM here. Yeah, I have a weird thing, and I talked to my dad about it. And he does the same thing. So like, if there's if I watch a movie, I like get really into it, and like I like kind of take on, I like absorb whatever energies in the yeah, they didn't Himalayan rock salt. And bro, I remember I was watching one show, and I had a panic attack during it was weird as it was. I'd only ever had a handful in my life, and something about the like tenseness of the situation. So like I'm like pretty, I don't know, careful about what I watch. It's weird. That's just me because I'm not normal in the head. Yeah, that's why I got to be careful. Especially with things centering around like childhood traumatic things. I have a problem with that because of bad times. So, eat dinner. Go eat dinner. What are you eating for dinner? I'm curious. Well, the only thing, oh yeah, bro. I totally agree. You Have you tuned out the news completely yet? After here in the U.S., there was a couple of instances last year um, that of horrific things that happened that I won't mention by name, and I was just like, bro, I gotta tune out. So I dialed it. I deleted some of the social medias where I got news, and I'm a much better person. Capatis and paneer. That sounds like it could be good. Let me say that. Say those. Sounds like it could be good. Yeah, news has been freaking, and I have a whole theory about the news. I can talk about sometime. I think they're like conducting like they're using like collective energy to like try and manifest things, and they do it through social media. And yeah, there got to be those of us who just say nope, we're not going to buy into the rage bait. Alrighty, have a good night. Flatbread with cheese, yeah. Yeah, it's all total BS. Like the idea that we could ever get to the truth of like a story, um, like without having like journalists that are willing to like throw away their careers to actually report what's going on. You're never going to know the whole story, so there's no point in getting worked up about it, because whatever you're being sold is almost a total lie. I don't. I do know the meaning, but that is one of my banned words. So good on you for figuring out that that's one of my banned words. I also have had a couple of hoes in here, and I had to ban the word Snapchat because apparently that's a thing. You go out into the world, you get on social media, you find people that appear to be lonely, but they're not. And you try to lure them into your succubus ways. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. And then here, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a couple of guys, like individual people I follow that comment on. So like I have an X account, okay? And I follow 10 people that are individuals that I like kind of trust, and that's all I read. Because none of them are state funded. They say the wildest stuff whenever they believe something to be counter to the narrative. And so like I'm just not dialed into any mainstream crap. Because it's all got an agenda. It's all trying to manipulate people. For their gain and not for our benefit. And I'm not talking left, right, center. I'm talking all sides. All sides are full of crap. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, good. I'm glad there are like-minded people out there, because there's got to be. So like I'm of the age, I'm not old, I'm not young. There's got to be people our age that are just like, we're just done with this. Like we're just done. We're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna forge ahead. We're not gonna buy into the old, propaganda campaigns that are endlessly waged against us, not for us. And I don't know if you I grew up with grandparents that just sat and watched had the news on all day long, and they wrecked their thinking about the world. It made them not want to go outside. I mean, it cultivates a horrific, what it ends up doing if you buy into the rage cycle is it corrupts your person, your soul. But that's just my 2 cents. Okay, we gotta do some spices. We've got the eggs, the panko crumbs, olive oil, cheese, garlic, and now we need some of this stuff. We got thyme, basil, oregano. And we need teaspoons. I think. I don't know. That's the one thing I like about these kind of recipes is you can do everything to taste. Yeah, I already added garlic. Sorry, missed it. Garlic press. Garlic. You came in, I think, right after I'd done the garlic. No. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah. I got garlic. I think I didn't add an onion last time, but we cooked something last night. I had a little onion left over, so I think I'm gonna dice up some onions maybe. And we're going, yeah, something. I'll preheat the oven in a minute, but I'm taking my sweet time on this. Time, how much time? I need a teaspoon of thyme. Come on. Okay. That's that. I need some salt. I do it this way. I put my measuring spoon in the thing when I got to do the grinder, so I can kind of gauge about how much I have, even though it's not perfect. So, is it late there? Is it late where you're at, Stevie? You done with the day? Oh, that's not too bad. It's always funny. There's a couple of shows I used to tune into live, like live streams out of England. And it was because I'd be waking up at like 8 and their show would be coming on. It'd be like 1 or whatever. It was fun because it was a morning show for me, but it was an afternoon show for anybody else listening to it. Okay, I think I'm done with all that. Am I missing anything? Garlic. Yeah, I think I got it all. I'm gonna do a little onion. That's gonna be it. Put this away. Yeah. Yep. Even though, okay, so we ran into a problem the other day. So not with TV, but with telephones. So where I'm at, there was a huge Verizon outage, which is a major phone carrier here. And my buddy was like, I had a guy show up in my house and he was knocking on the door, and I went to answer the door, and he's like, hey man, can I use your phone? Because there's a cell phone outage and my car broke down and I can't call anyone. And so my buddy's on a different service, and so he was able to call someone for him. But like, if we've all disconnected our house phones and there's like a major outage of cell carriers or cell towers or whatever, yeah. Dude, the TV license thing is, I don't know. I don't understand how people put up with it for so long. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of probably good things that I've seen that were done by BBC, but there ain't that much. so I don't know. Well, but here, like, you gotta, if you pay for cable, I didn't realize as a kid because it's just the way it is. But you get advertisements, and it's like, wait, you're paying how much a month, and you're getting ads served to you. So you're literally paying to have ads served to you. that doesn't make any freaking sense. So like now it's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like YouTube Premium or whatever. It makes sense. You pay $80 a month or whatever. You get access to all the stuff and you don't get ads. Or you get less ads. You know, it's like with the cable model, there's like an inverse relation. Now I don't know how advertisement works in there. Y'all might have less ads and it might just be like ads for shows. But yeah, I don't know. I'm about to, yeah, let me do this onion real quick. Okay. So it's kind of green. That's a little green. So, I think this, oh, okay. Well, that's at least good. Yeah, I would say, do they allow VPNs? Because I mean, with the invention of the VPN, it's like you don't need. Do you even? I mean, like you can watch anything, right? Anywhere if you have. I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know a lot about technology, or I'm really terrible about technology. All right, so I'll probably put this as a question up on the thingy, the doohickey at the top. Someone was talking the other day and they were like, "Do you have a zombie plan?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? A zombie plan?" They're like, "Well, if there's a zombie apocalypse, what's your plan?" And I'm like, "Okay." So then I'm like, "What's more likely to happen? Are you more likely to need a zombie apocalypse plan? Or are you more likely to need an alien invasion plan?" Yeah, I figured they would. I mean, bug out plans. So like I have bug out plans for sure, but like my whole thoughts on the zombie thing is like you just got to find a place because like the whole idea that they could just live forever eating like flesh doesn't make any sense. So eventually they're all gonna die. You know, even if there was an infection that caused people to act weird. Yeah, go for the brains. Even though, have you ever seen one of my favorite movies is Return of the Living Dead, and I'm fairly certain if I remember correctly, even taking the brains out doesn't work. Like they're like just obliterating these zombies, and they're still just going at it. I mean, it's a comedy, so it's sort of a comedy horror, so it's sort of like yeah, they're supposed to it's supposed to get worse and worse and worse. It's supposed to be like that kind of getting whatever. But yeah, the whole alien thing, I don't know. I'm more into sci-fi, so like I've thought through like extremely detailed things on like how to survive an alien attack. I think it'd be a matter of being in the right place on the alien thing, because like let's say that they're not like these like an omnipresent force. If you're already in a place where they don't have like a heavy duty assault and invasion, you're gonna be able to survive much longer and find their vulnerabilities. Whereas if you're in like a major city, they're gonna probably hit those first. If they're aggressive, they might not be aggressive, right? Oh man. Sorry, I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they probably aren't. They may be like sadistic. That's my thought. Is like they're not going to be. They might not be super aggressive, but they may be super sadistic, or like they just don't. They don't think like us so much that like there are inverse relationships between things where like certain things aren't good and bad the way we view them, or the way our morals, virtues, whatever, sort of stand. So. Oh, look, this thing is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Let me hold on 1 second. I'm all tangled up here. Let's no, I don't want to do that. No. Yeah, but then if they're just mining for minerals, it seems like they just hang out of the asteroid belt and they just not even mess with us. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on what minerals they want, but there's like plenty of other planets. I don't know how to do all these doohickeys. I see people do them other ways, and it's like they must have a different software or aren't doing this crap on their phone. But yeah, I mean, there's like how many other planets are there that probably have like good minerals? Like what would they need to come here for and mess with a bunch of angry angry humans? Like, because you're gonna get you like a certain portion of the population is going to worship them as gods, and then another portion of the population is going to hate them so much that it's not going to be like what's the benefit of being here specifically when you could just be on like, I don't know, Venus mining whatever the heck you want with nobody bothering you. Probes. So yeah, but I mean, if you follow the UFO topic, a lot of people believe the probes are already here and they're like these deep underwater bases, and that all the UFOs that we see are like AI drones that are like just surveilling and monitoring. That's what, like, I don't know, that's the vibe I get from a lot of the UFO folks. Have you ever heard of a thing called body doubling? I had no idea what it meant. I thought it was like a sci-fi term. I heard someone explaining it, and they were saying that like one way you can spot people with ADHD is that they only engage in like sometimes productive activities when they have a body double. So that means no, not body. So like someone to mimic, like in a work environment. Like if you're working, they're working, but if you stop, they stop. they literally like mirror the people around them in their productivity and like work environment. And which I'm a perfectionist, so like no matter how much, you know, sort of ADD I have, my perfectionism like kicks that out. But then there's other things like they don't do good with things that aren't like extremely specific tasks. They what they do best in is environments where they have like expectations and they have a clearly defined tasks they have to complete, because if not they get like distracted, and it's just like, bro, like there's so many people I've worked with that were like that. You had to like handhold the whole time and give them really specific directions. They had no imagination. And but then it's like, well, some of it is like they're just being lazy, but some people I've worked with were real bad, but were really good when you gave them good directions. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about. What is that? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I go down the UFO rabbit hole once a year. I'll listen and read a bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, okay, it's not that I don't think that there's something. I think there's definitely something. 100% positive that there's something going on. But like the idea that I think that you could get to the bottom of it without like, you know, an entire like, you know, yeah, that's the thing, is that there's smart people and then there's the dumb people. And so like when you hear the people talk about it that are like, won't say it's, you know, aliens and blah, blah, and come up with all this weird woo woo stuff. But they like are like, there's something there. Like when you listen to pilots' testimony about it, like people that have flown airplanes for long enough that they're extremely good observers, and are like basically like trained machines to conduct, you know, bombing runs and, you know, high level like defense and fighting and whatever. When you hear them, you're like, it's like they see stuff all the freaking time. But like all the woo-woo people like just totally drag down that like there's something going on. It's just, and it could be, you know, drones or high-tech stuff that they don't know about that we have, or well, I don't know, whatever. All right, I think the ones are. Man, it's about to get messy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if you believe in ancient civilizations, then I mean, like undocumented ancient civilizations, they could just be super duper us, and they could just be here on like a field trip, you know, like they're just kids in like fancy cars just zooming around on a field trip to visit their ancestors, or their lower their lower versions, and just being like, let's fuck with these dudes. Let's go, you know, it's just a bunch of kids out for a joyride, and like their version of cow tipping is is abducting people and like probing them. That's sort of one of my fun theories on the whole mess. All right, this is what we got. If you can see, we have all our ingredients nicely put in here, and we're about to pre-mix it, and then we're gonna put the meat in and we're gonna mix it. All right, now we have our mixture. We're gonna add some meat. Are y'all ready? We about to get it popping. I'm gonna preheat the oven, I think. Should I preheat the oven? 375. I don't know. I may save this. Over there, I need a spoon rest. Is what I need. I haven't had enough coffee today. I don't know, it smells like olive oil right now. And my smell's been going bad last year or so. I got sick with something last year, and I can still taste a good bit, but it wasn't COVID because I got tested for it, and it knocked my nose out for like a month and a half. So like, I feel like I've never fully recovered from the smell stuff, whatever. You're ready? Someone's ready? 100%. You're ready for the alien invasion? Okay. Bro. Whoopsie. That was a whoopsie. That was a full-blown whoopsie. I mean, what's a live stream without a little bit of phone acrobatics? Let me get this. Okay. Now we're going to get my trash can ready. All right, so I got a question, Stevie, since you're probably a youngish man in England. Do women wear leggings there like they do here? Like they're losing their minds and they're going out of style and they just are the most god-awful things I've ever seen? Is that a thing there? Because if I could go my whole life without seeing one more person wearing some Lululemon garbage, I'd be happy. Did they wear the like more like colored ones, or do they wear the solid ones? Like, do they wear the ones with the freaking like flowers and like all the nonsense on them? Because I noticed here, freaking like people were wearing, the other day I saw 4 people out and they had freaking camo, like black and gray and whatever camo leggings. And I was just like, what product developer was like, hey guys, I got an idea. We're gonna sell a bunch of young college girls and young women freaking camo. And they did it. It's insane. It's hideous. And it's everywhere. It's, I don't know. That's one of my. Ooh, buddy, what's going on here? Something spilled. Maybe egg. I don't know. We're gonna clean it up though. Like it's egg. In pajamas. Yeah, I mean, I consider it basically like an undergarment. It's not a piece of clothing, and it's plastic. Like, I mean, I don't know. I have a weird thing about like sportswear. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's mostly plastic, like polyester and crap. It's not like any kind of natural fiber, so it's like, bro, that shit catches on fire, you're freaking marshmallow. Because like cotton and wool and those kinds of things, they don't burn the same way as freaking polyester nonsense. And also, I weld sometimes, and I grind and do sparks and stuff. So I can't have anything with polyester because it just sparks just blow straight through it. Do they have hair curlers in? All right, this is gonna get messy. But we got our slabs of meat in here. And I got egg fucking everywhere. So we'll come back and have to address all this egg nonsense. I may have to take a break. I don't know. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I can't. So when I use my phone, this problem is I can't. I can't do text messages and phone calls, and everybody wants to talk to me whenever when I don't need it. Okay. Give me 1 second. Get some food. Go eat. Hey, sorry. Well, I'm doing something on my phone and I can't take a call. And so but I can call you online. What's up? Sorry, I have no way to take phone call on my phone, so I got to go hang out or talk to someone because the storm's coming, and so we gotta all get ready. But I gotta finish these meatballs up. What are y'all up to today? Are y'all getting hit by a storm? Nobody. I mean, yeah. Okay. I think we're preheated. Oh shoot, we gotta do this. Let me put all this away. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna olive oil. Put this away. This way. Okay, so, oh man, this is the part I don't like. Just reach in. All right, so I think the sticker's probably deterring people. So I think we're gonna delete that. Add Q&A sticker. Try it. I'm gonna try it. Are you ready for the snow storm? Can you put emojis? Heck yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for the snowstorm? Only got one answer on the alien invasion. Apparently I guess people not want to hang out. People want to just watch people do entertaining things. Because maybe that's why as I call it gamifying of streaming. So like people with all the bright LED lights and the like banners and headers, and then they just do things that like look like they're going to just induce like mental illness over time. I don't know. I think that's probably the case. But they got loads of people pouring in there. Stuff. All right. I think that's good. It's all mixed up. It's like really good consistency. Because I had beef and I had pork, so yeah, you gotta make sure you get it all mixed up. That's nice. There we go. It's all good. Okay. All right. Anyone, I've been thinking about different stuff and like the way people think and organize and whatever. And I think it's probably a phrase already, but I was thinking about, it's called school teacher brain. And if you've ever been or lived or been around people that are like school teachers, or they, help lots of kids on a daily basis, it, they have a mentality about stuff that's totally different, because they're used to working in an environment with limited resources and whatnot. I guess I'll use this hand. And they have to save everything. And they have to, if they have something that works for teaching a kid a certain thing, they got to keep it, even if it only helps teach, one or two kids. And so they wind up like, they take that into their personal life, and yeah, I don't know. It develops weird habits of like the way they view things. It's like they have this different perspective on life and stuff, like games and puzzles and stuff. It's interesting. But yeah, I'm about to put out some meatballs. So are y'all ready? So what I usually do is, I can't remember which size cup I used. I think that's a little too small. I think quarter cup's too small. I think I used maybe a third of a cup, but I'm gonna start with the quarter. Let's see. I just fill the cup up and get it out of there. There we go. Does that look like an appropriate sized meatball? I think it does. I don't think I need the other one. So I'm gonna call that good. But now that's dirty. I'll put this over here so it stays clean. Bro, need some more coffee and water. Oh, this seems stickier than I made these last Friday. Seems a little stickier. Maybe it's the pork. Ah, shoot. Kind of crumbly. They aren't holding together quite as well as I made them with lamb last week. They were good. I mean, I think these are going to be just as good or better. But yeah. making meatballs with pork and beef. If you're just tuning in, how you guys doing? In and out. I mean, is, these may be a little oversized. I don't know. I'm trying to make them as consistent as I can, but they may be a little big. But who doesn't like oversized meatballs? Are you ready for the snowstorm? I don't know. We running out of room over here. 2 pounds of meat goes a long way. I snacked on these over the weekend, even in there. Yeah, I just leave them in there. I eat them cold. They're good little, I call them real protein bars, but I mean, protein balls. I mean, it's okay. What's going on? Man, people be in and out, in and out. Ask a question. Hang out. We just chilling. Just chilling. Oh wait, it's Friday. Everyone's at work, thinking about the weekend. But for those of us who finally leveled up and got work extra during the week, we get to take Fridays off. So, all right, I may wash this dish before I. Well, I don't know. I'll put these in real quick. I gotta rearrange these. Got a good old plate of them. We're gonna arrange them so they're a little more spaced out. But yeah. Then we're gonna pop them in the oven. I realized sometimes I talk real like freaking sterile, like with no accent. But every time I try to talk with an accent, because I don't have one, but you know, let's say an accent that's regionally would be in my area. It sounds like a character out of like Andy Griffith or something, you know, or like Mater on Cars, because that's what I'm like sort of referenced as my go-to for that accent. Whereas like there's more peculiarities in the actual accents when you think about people that have them, and it's more subtle than the sort of cartoonish way they get made out. I don't know. Should I put some breadcrumbs on top of these? Is that a thing? I'm thinking about doing some breadcrumbs on them. But I don't know. We're gonna find out. Is pork cooked different than like lamb? Or because I did lamb and beef last week. I don't know. Does pork take longer to cook? It's probably about the same, right? I don't know. These look pretty good. They're sticking together. They're a little more crumbly than the ones last week. I felt the ones last week held together. Didn't have quite as much problems with the meat sticking, but it could be the fat content of the pork or something. Maybe a little higher, and maybe causing something different. And some of these are thick, but I ain't gonna take them apart. So we're gonna pop them in the oven, and then we're gonna wash some dishes. Y'all ready to wash dishes? All right. There they go. We're gonna wash this. It's all meaty. There's my recipe, if you're interested. That's kinda the gist of it. Oh, buddy. What y'all doing? We're just making some meatballs. About to wash my pan, my dish, and just hanging out. Get that water hot. Y'all ready for the snowstorm? I don't know. It ain't gonna snow here. I guess it'll be ice. That's pretty good. What's going on? In and out. In and out. I'm going to play music later, so for anybody just tuning in, I may play music in a little bit, so it may get more interesting. But for now, I'm doing normal stuff. Last week, they took, I think, 25 minutes to cook, to get the temp. And then, yeah, wasn't full 30. And they were a little dry. I think I overdid, or I don't think I overdid them. I think what I did is I turned the oven off and I left them in the oven for too long. But we'll see. Any of y'all watch that girl who does prank phone calls on lives? Bro, that's probably one of the most freaking funniest, refreshing things. It is so funny. I mean, like, whatever she's cultivated is insane. Like, I don't know, is it a voice? Is she using a voice box or something? Or is she actually like doing that? It's like, and then my question is that going to like wreck her throat over time or something? You know? Like if you do like a funny accent or you do something your vocal cords aren't normally whatever, are you gonna have throat problems later? Or like vocal cord issues? I don't know. These are questions that I have. Just when I think I'm done, I see a spot. What's going on? I kind of assumed that most of the people that like pop in and out, they probably don't speak English, and they probably have I would be interested. Is there a function on here where like you can have it auto translate stuff? I would be curious. I may just dry that off with a towel. Because that would be super helpful. Auto-translate function. I assume YouTube and AI and all that shit's listening all the time. So I figure you throw it out in the void may catch it. And so, yeah. Auto-translate on incoming messages, because I can't read Cyrillic and Japanese and Chinese and all that stuff. So, anyways, man, you guys can hang out for like more than 1 second, or you got to get to those streams. The people, they just playing Fortnite forever and ever and ever like it's hell. I like playing Fortnite with the best of them, but bro, there's those people they play like I don't know. It's like I halfway assume that the person sitting in the chair is like AI, like they're not real. They like really look real, but they're not because like they make a lot of money on this. I mean, not money. They get a lot of viewers and all that stuff on the streams, but but they don't move and they don't talk, but they have a microphone, but there's like 300 or 400 people watching at all times, and like it looks like something that could just be put on autoplay, like the whatever the game is. And so I halfway assume that they figured out how to monetize like being fake, which is fine, I guess. But we want to be real. Man, I've been doing this for 96 minutes. It took me that long to make meatballs. Well, see, also, I'm trying to figure out. So the first time I did a cooking stream, it did really well. I had people in it, we talked and chatted, I cooked. It was great. Almost same time, but it was after lunch. So here, which meant it was lunchtime other places. And sometimes I think you can literally see like based off the like where all the time zones sync up at the right thing, you get the right slice of the audience that you want. So in that time period where people are waking up, going to bed at certain places, especially, I mean, I guess with the English speaking world too, it's going to be different. So I don't know, just thoughts. Okay, a few things left to wash, and then I may go grab my guitar. So maybe I can get some more interest, because Lord knows people love their bread and circus. Is that what it's called? Is that the phrase? So maybe since it's lunchtime, is it lunch where you're at? Is it lunchtime where you're at? Is this lunchtime here? Okay. I think I'm gonna change up my question because no one wants to talk about snowstorms. So I think my new question is gonna be: is there some sort of game, let's say video game, board game, whatever, something that you're totally into and find fascinating, but others do not? So So, wonder if there's anybody that has figured out how to put a camera in their oven and live streams just food cooking. That'd be interesting. Just watching that chicken get done real good, you know. Okay, I think we're good. Got a few minutes left on those. I may go grab my guitar. You want to see how they're doing? See how the meatballs are doing? Let's look at them. Turn the light on. All right, here's what we got. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You're getting hit by the steam. This steam bug? Oh. Is that it? You can see him? Some of them falling apart. Didn't quite stick. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab my guitar and practice a little bit while those cook, and I will be right back. Oh, and get some more coffee. You guys like coffee? I like coffee. I don't know. What's going on? I'm about to, well, I'm cooking. I'm gonna play guitar, maybe. I gotta figure out an appropriate setup for it. And jigger this around. I don't want to sit in that chair. Oh, this chair's. Sit in this chair. And you know why I want to sit in this chair? Because it's an Eames. Beautiful. And comfy. Anybody else as disorganized as I am? Oh, buddy. I'm not organized. In some aspects, I'm very organized. That's a good song. I'm gonna sing that one. Let's see. Probably won't sing that one. I may sing that one. I may do that one. Yep, definitely that one. Not that one. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. It's upside down. I got a bunch of good songs in here, actually. I thought I had way less. So, we'll play this. Man, we got some good ones in here. We got some really good ones in here. I lose some, and I print them off like 3 times, so I got 3 copies of stuff in here. Live. I don't know if I can play this one, but that's fun. What is that? Oh gosh. That's another version of it. This is the one I'm looking for. It's at the bottom, of course, even though I play it the most. So we gonna, I don't know, we gonna get organized here. Eventually. I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to pick something. I'll start off with I don't know if I'm in tune. Am I in tune? Let me check. It's always the G string, bro. Always. It's the absolutely. All right. You have to bear with me. My singing voice is not great, so. But. This is the whole song. I'll probably play this better. I need to change my question. Should I change my question? That's not in tune. Hey, buddy, I don't. I've been inside out and around about and back and then. Been so many places, can't remember where or when my only boss was the clock on the wall and my only friend never really was a friend at all. I've traded love for pennies, sold soul for less, lost my ideas on this long tunnel of time. I've turned inside out and around about and back and then find myself right back where I started again. That's not too bad. I like the echo in here. It's a weird echo, but. Alright, I'm going to change my question. Timer's gonna go off on the meatballs, so, and then I'll get back to this. I dare you to out getting ribs. What? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't play a lot of guitar anymore, but I need to practice, so figured. I've got, you have that empty, the case isn't quite full, so you have a pile of music at the bottom, and it's the songs you play pretty continually. So I just pulled all those out. Figured I'd mess around. I'm cooking something right now, so I gotta go check on it. But well, that's what I call done. All right. We're gonna let them cool down a little bit, but they are done. So here we go. It's the final product. They are, I don't know. I bet they'll be good. But yeah. We'll let them cool off and then we'll give them a try. Okay. And then I'll come back and play guitar. So we're gonna change this thing around. So I'm gonna do a long stream today. Let's do a question and answer replace. Because I think the power is gonna go out. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be bad here. So I'm gonna hang out a good bit today and stream. Hopefully we can get some folks in here. What's a good question? What's a video game you are into you like that others don't? I think that's a good question. Done. Can I resize this? Oh man, you can resize it, bro. That's a game changer. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start it. Yeah. Let me put it here. I want to put it right there. There we go. I think that's a good one. Is that a good question? I don't know. I could probably still, there's probably some random old like 64 games I could probably play still and enjoy. The other people would be like, yeah. Like I got my 64 hooked up, so I was playing Ocarina of Time. But I've got Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. I think I'm going to go through that. We're going to open up windows here. We're going to get us a vibe going. I think I'm just going to doodle around for a little bit. Y'all want to chat, hang out? We can do that. But see, some songs I like to play, and then some songs I can't play. I vibe with the whatever, but I don't. Why did time? I want. There's one song I want to play. And I had it out. That's a good one. I'll play that one. It's another copy of that one. I just need the lyrics. I know the. Oh, here we go. I can't remember who wrote this song, but this is probably my favorite song of all time. In simplicity of playing and in yeah. That you were never young, and I know you probably won't get old. Honey, nobody's gonna hurt you anymore. Nobody's gonna make you want to die. That I've been making promises I know I'll never keep. go when the whistle blows. The whistle knows my name. Baby, I was born on a train. Ooh, buddy. Can get absolutely no one to stay in here. No one will talk. No one will chat. No one will whatever. Come on, guys. We can do this. I guess no one's hanging out on Friday. Some roads are only seen. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I'm screening my phone, so I went to the grocery store last night. Nice. Grab that. If you can easily get a bag or two, I'll throw them in the cooler. Put a bag or two if you can, and they'll throw them in the cooler. 2 bags. Two bags. I'll throw them in the cooler. Yep. Okay. Crash Bash. It's an unforgiving game. Crash Bash. Is that a computer, PC? What format is it? Jimmy got rustled. Because I've seen some like extremely technical like games that you have to, I don't know. It's like my brain wasn't made to play them, but I see people playing them and they're like super duper technical. But then again, there's like games that I play that other people probably would be like, whatever, you know. What platform is Crash Bash on? Actually, I'll look it up. Crash Bash. Where are you at? Oh, old Crash Bandicoot? Okay, I gotcha. I tried going through like, you know, PlayStation, you can play the old games. I tried going through and playing Crash Bandicoot because it looked fun, right? But it felt like it was like set on like hard, like normal mode was like impossible. And it was just, I don't know, it was strange. But it definitely had a following. right, we gonna try some. Bro, that's where it's at. Man, this song's funny. Y'all know this song? It's called Random Rules by the Silver Jews. It's so good. Not that I can do it justice. His tone, the tone of his voice is like so mellow. Let me see. In 1984, I was hospitalized for approaching perfection. Slowly making my way across Europe, had to make a correction. Broken and smoking where the infrared deer plunge in the digital snake. I tell you, they make it so you can't shake hands when they make your hand shake. I don't know. I haven't played this one in a while, but it's fun. And the chorus is good. I know you like to line dance. Man, that's so weird. When they make your hands shake, I know you line dance. Everything's so democratic and cool. Maybe there's no guidance when the rules. Man, those are such weird little choruses. You got to get like just in the rhythm. Someone up and left me alone, baby, like I used to know. This thing is not staying in tune. Maybe time for new strings. Oh, man. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab our lunch, go upstairs, and do the stuff that is a little more interesting. No. Man, these are a lot of order. Let's go top. What's going on? We're about to go do something more fun. All right. Get this cracking. There we go. We're gonna go back. Bruh. Hello, Pixel. We about to play some synths here. Get it crunk up. Sorry. Gotta tighten this thing down. It's getting loose. I'm about to, I gotta figure out my setup. I'm gonna get it to where I get a little higher audio quality, and maybe a little better picture on some stuff. Because I have all the stuff to do it. I just sometimes, I mean, it's just easy to stream from your phone. So, anyways, that's sort of where I landed the other night. Oh, see ya. All right, I have food in tow. Sorry, I had to go fix a little food because I'm hungry. My goal is to make what I have. So I patched up something that I like, and it evolves a little bit, shifts, it mutates, but it does it within like I don't know, maybe 16 steps at 110 beats per minute. So like it gets very repetitive. So my goal is to make it evolve a little more, be a little slower, while maintaining kind of a quick pace, because sometimes you can take it and you make it too slow. So sort of my goal. Chernobyl.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to make a kind of evolving patch that kind of changes slowly over time, but has kind of an up tempo. Isn't like too slow. What's up, Cinema Banana? That sounds cool.
Okay. Ooh, buddy.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna sign off. Everybody, it's got better stuff to do. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.